So that's just a quick job for the pavilion to finish up one of the odd ends. Just added two 2x6s to the structure that add a little bit more strength, side to side strength. Now we're ready for the trusses. That'll be the next time I come out. There's a little pallet cabin. I call this place Frodo's place. Let's take a look inside. That's where the chimney goes. And from the outside, there's a little area here. Little pallet fence. Little fire pit. Some seats. It's pretty bushy around here, lots of forest. And an empty firewood shed. I'm out just doing some whitetail hunting right now. Thought I'd stop for some lunch. There, we'll give that 10 minutes or so. It is cool enough today that that soup is going to taste really good. It's been pretty quiet. I only jumped a chicken on the way here. Got a later start in the day. I wanted to get that job at the pavilion kind of squared away before I started building trusses. That'll be next time I'm out. It's hitting the spot. Man, that wind has got some bite. It is cold. I think we're only about -2, but with that wind, whew, cuts right through you. A lot of moisture in the air. Really does feel like snow. We'll have to see what happens tonight then, I gotta say. Got a fire going here. Start supper here shortly. Try splitting some rounds. Doesn't be able to do this here because of my broken ribs and my sore back, so we'll give this a try and see how well it goes. Oh wow. There we go. Okay, so I got carried away splitting wood. Just realized what time it was. Time to start supper. Do some chicken drumsticks. Pepper. Salt. Take that out to the campfire and let it brown up a bit. Do up some veggies now. It's going to be kind of a stew. Stewed chicken drumsticks. Vegetables, gravy. It's going to be good. Yeah, the basic vegetables of just about everything I have, stew-wise. Just can't go wrong with these vegetables. And I really like these little sweet peppers. Alright. Looks good. couple of those peppers. That sounds empty. Okay, first bite. Whew, hot. That is so delicious. Done to perfection. Well, I am tuckered out. What a day. All that cold and fresh air inside the heat of the cabin. I ended up watching a movie and fell asleep right at the very end, so I'm tired. Anyway, with that said, I'm gonna head to bed, so good night, and we'll see you in the morning. Forgot my jacket outside when I was cutting wood. It's definitely brisk this morning. Wind's got a bite to it. Not sure what the temperature is. I haven't checked the thermometer yet, but it's cold out. Nice to see the snow too. Oh man, those eggs taste delicious. There's something about breakfast outside in a nice cold morning. The flavor seems so much better. in the temperature, the heat is more than welcome. Tastes better and smells better. Oh, man. Well, that was an excellent night last night. Ended up watching a movie, and I don't think I made it most of the way through, but crashed near the end. Load up the firewood heater, and it lasted pretty well. I was actually pretty impressed with how much wood it didn't burn. And I kept the cabin nice and warm. We're at 25°C for most of the night. I got up at about 1 o'clock and stoked the fire, threw some more wood on, and just let it cruise for the rest of the night. When I got up this morning, the inside of the cabin was down to plus 15. It's still hanging out about that temperature. It's holding the heat really well. I was looking at the thermometer behind me, and it's saying it's plus 5, but it don't feel like plus 5. So I think that thermometer is done. I got to replace it. Sure is nice seeing the white stuff though. Just kind of taking a look around the yard to see what I got to get done here for the next time I'm out. I'm going to start building those trusses for the outdoor pavilion, the outdoor kitchen. Mother Nature's telling me to get her covered up. And I'm going to finish off splitting that wood. Splitting the wood and start stacking it into the firewood shed here for winter for the cabin. And of course I got to work on that second firewood shed. Although it's not really a priority right now. I can even plug away that over winter too. Getting the roof on, etc. I got plenty of wood to burn in all 3 fire sources. But I'm really looking forward to the snow coming. This little dusting is just a tease. Plan on getting out on the country a little bit more. Got my snowmobile, I'm going to get it fired up and we're going to go on some tours. Activities like ice fishing or snaring for rabbits. Good rabbit stew is really tasty in the wintertime. I usually do that in December, snaring rabbits. But I'm really looking forward to this cold season. So there's what I got done for wood. I got a few around, so I got to finish splitting. Wasn't sure how my back was going to take it there yesterday before I tried, so it did pretty well. It didn't hurt at all, so it actually felt pretty good to be throwing that axe around. Kind of stretching it out and giving myself some physiotherapy. But once I'm done all that, I'll just stack it in the firewood shed and it'll be covered for winter. Still decently warm in the cabin. Still plus 10. We have to be minus 5 outside. And with that wind makes it even colder. But the cabin held the heat pretty well. The fire hasn't been going for a while now. Maybe 4 or 5 hours. That definitely won't be the case when it's hitting minus 40 though. The cold season is my absolute favorite time to make content. There's just something about coming out into the outdoors, extreme cold, lots of snow, and staying active. Going outside into the wilderness and doing activities, knowing that there's a nice warm cabin to come back to. Sanctuary, as it were. I'm really looking forward to this upcoming season. Like I mentioned, snowmobiling, ice fishing, and other activities out in the land. And enjoying some really good meals out in the outdoor kitchen. First I'll work on the roof, get that finished, and then those counters will get done. That'll make it so much more convenient. But with that said, if you made it with me this far, I thank you, and we'll talk to you later.